I am Afia Sarpong, Nurse Coordinator, Newborn Screening for Sickle Cell Disease, Kumasi Metropolitan Health Directorate. I have worked with newborn screening close to over 7 years now, and I must say that I have enjoyed working in the unit because the thought of ensuring that babies are screened, breaking the news to mothers or counseling parents, and making sure that these babies have a comprehensive form of treatment to reduce morbidities, mortalities. It has been a joy working as a nurse coordinator in Kumasi. What basically we do, our work begins from the antenatal level, where we do health education of all mothers, expectant mothers. We educate them on the fact that there is something we call sickle cell disease, what really the disease is, the effect of the disease on their babies, and the need for them to have their baby screened right after birth before they go home. And basically we have had almost 100% of mothers accepting that they want to have their baby screened. And so right after delivery, we have the baby screened and samples are taken. For those children who are not screened right after birth, we screen or we mop them up at the public health unit on their first postnatal clinic. And so we have these babies screened then about 6 weeks after birth, and the samples are taken and sent to Noguchi, which is our lab, Noguchi Memorial Institute, which does the testing for us. Noguchi does so well that basically in a matter of 24 to 48 hours, we have access to our results. Basically what keeps the results between birth and 6 to 8 weeks is the data entry process. And so when we have received our results from Noguchi, what we do is we comb through and sort out all those that have sickle cell disease. And we as nurse coordinators must make sure that these babies are referred onto the Kwanoche Hospital Sickle Cell Clinic, where they would have access to comprehensive care of the disease. And for those babies whom we contact parents to come and receive the results and be genetically counseled, well, it has been a challenge for some parents because even after calling them, not all of them end up in the coordinator's office. And so we have to visit them in the comfort of their home. And that is where the community health nurses come in, playing a major role as far as babies are concerned. And so in Ghana, we have the CHIPS compound, if I should say. Nurses are working within the community from where they are coming from. And basically they have familiarized themselves, of course, with the community because that is where they live. And so these nurses, since they have so much idea of which people are within the community, they easily, with the data that we have collected previously, before the baby was screened, through that data, we have access to these parents and we counsel them in the comfort of their homes and refer them to the sickle cell clinic. Initially, we used to collect our data with papers. So we were doing the paper form of data collection. And for some months or close to over a year now, we had training where we are using or piloting the use of the app, an app which we use mobile phones in collecting data. And when we started the use of this app, in fact, after a while we compared that to the use of the paperwork, and nurses attested or confirmed that using the app has been really faster and so they don't even want to see the papers again, interestingly. Basically now we have about 5 facilities that are piloting the use of the app, and it has been very wonderful because easily we are able to take data faster, and so the numbers are reduced earlier than when we were writing all the information. And so there is a shortened period of time that mothers have to keep waiting to be, seen to, or for their babies to be screened. And so it has gone a long way in helping us in the area of our work. Now, before the use of the app, we had about 39 facilities in Ashanti region where newborn screening is done. And for all these facilities, we have trained nurses where screening is done. And they, of course, also counsel the parents on newborn screening and genetically, and refer these babies to the Komfanoche clinic. Again, we have also had training in the first and second quarters of this year, where we have trained teams in about 7 facilities to also begin comprehensive care for sickle cell children. And this actually goes a long way in helping and reducing the numbers that are on Komfanoche Sickle Cell Clinic. Basically, as nurse coordinators, our duties do not end until we see or ensure that all the babies we have screened and have sickle cell disease are handed over or enrolled onto the sickle cell clinics in any of these facilities, especially Komfanoche, where later they move into any of these facilities that we have trained, which is most or close to them, if I should say. And so we need to make sure that every baby we have screened who have sickle cell disease ends up in the clinic and it's cared for. Now, we hope basically that by the 8th to the 12th week after birth, when we have received the results, these babies end up in the clinic, and of course, beginning comprehensive treatment before the 3rd and 4th month is very, very important to us, because we do not want the child to reach the 4th, 5th, and 6th months where they would begin showing signs and symptoms of the disease. And so we want them in the clinic, preferably by 2-3 months, so that they will begin the comprehensive treatment where they have access to penicillin and folic acid and any other labs that they should have. Yeah. And so I would say newborn screening have gone a long way. So basically 2 out of 100 of deliveries have sickle cell disease, and I would go on to say that about 15,000 babies are born annually with sickle cell disease, which is a lot. If we really want to reduce under 5 mortality, then it is very important that we make sure that our babies are screened for sickle cell disease. Thank you.